One thing at a time, of course. Bring my light over there just a little bit further. Zoom that in a little bit. That should be about right. Okay. See if we can't make something here. And I don't mean to be a live hog, but at the same time, I really want to make some stuff for our next week's Friday night giveaway. And some options. And whatever doesn't end up being options, pretty easy to sell. So I'm not too worried about it. See how it goes. And I don't know what it is. I don't feel like carving if I ain't live carving. And that's okay, I think. I mean, it is what it is. See, we got, hey, Belinda. Hey, Michael. What's going on? Glad to see you guys. So what I got here is a little trout drawn out on a piece of bark. And I got to remember to keep it in my holes there, kind of in that range. You'll see how it goes. Hey, Billy. Well, but that's what we got. Give it a little bit better. And you can see where the fins, it's going to be tough for me to kind of line those up. Hey, baby kisses. Hey, Susie. How y'all doing? Glad to see you. So I'm not sure. We'll see how it fits on there. But I also I drew this out as well. And it's really hard to see, but there's a bear in there. I don't know. And it's just something out that Kirsten has seen this and commented on it today about where I carved the big ones with the chainsaw. And I thought, man, I ought to try to put one in this bark because I get this piece that's ridged out here, and I didn't know what else I was going to do with it anyway, but it's kind of a really cool piece. The other thought was I thought about putting a face on this end and just kind of leaving it there. So I don't know if we'll get to that or not, but we're going to find out. Start with one at a time. I got some shorts on. I literally just had a coat on, and I got cold. It was weird. But anyhow, I'm not cold anymore. I'm kind of subtropic. I don't know. Maybe. Something like that. I don't need any liquid inspiration here. I think I'll be okay with that too as well. So, tighten down this Quetzal bird. I'll go ahead and dig out the shape of this dude. Start with that. See how it goes. Put on my RZ mask that I got through Rhinestone Suzanne's link. And go from there. Tighten this baby up. Okay, am I zoomed in enough? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to be careful not to get off the camera, honestly. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now, you get your hands on the chocolate bar, your reflect cap on. Dug out, and now we'll start to cut this dude down the fins and just generally have a good time. Do me a favor, if you haven't hit that haven't hit the like button already, be sure and hit it. Hey, Woodlot, Woodchucker, Plywood, what's going on, guys? Susie Q, what's happening? Billy Shoemate, I think I heard the hours. Glad to see you, nonetheless. All right. it's coming out. It's really coming out pretty quick. And of course, I got to take all this gruff off there. But that said, hey, Wizard, what's going on? Hey, Cheech, well, you know, a.k.a. Grumpy Lays Back Carvings. I call him Cheech. But anyway, glad to see you guys. And Woodchucker, man, he's a good up-and-comer like me. Y'all got to check him out, too, if you like chainsaw carving. Hey, old Pap, you schmuck. What do you know? All right, let's get her done. I'm going to switch to this pointy bird. And I'll tell you what, this fish is going to take so short a time. I'm going to have to make up my mind. Am I going to do the bear, or am I going to do the bear? You know, do the flying standing bear, or do the bear in the bark? I don't know. I got coffee somewhere. What the heck's it? I forgot I even had it. You just click. Hey, you got coffee, don't you? All right. All the YouTube stars, check it out there. There's one line. One guy, anybody that's interested in chainsaw carving, should be watching. Or any other, or entertainment purposes, it's free. And I would say, how you guys are seeing it so far? Let's see. I'm really liking it. I think that's going pretty good. Yeah, going ahead and scaling it out as I go. I mean, this thing is taking no time. I've only been working on it 22 minutes. I mean, that's insane. All right. I'll keep right on and rocking. Try to get it in. My foot pedal cord is kind of blocking me from going in it. So this one here, it doesn't feel like a little button. So I'm going to get rid of it. I'll tell you what, I mean, when I first see other people, like Jeff Ronan, you know, like I think, Amy Joe and Amy, I think, Courtney, did this, you know, they're even really popular with this kind of stuff. Honestly, I wasn't interested. I was interested in being a chainsaw person. And then the more I watched what other people did, it made me want to try it. So I keep getting into it too. I watched What Happened to Lima, and I really enjoyed watching the show. Part of it is, you know, some regular guy like me just trying to figure it out a little bit more. And really enjoyed watching him. Honestly, I have to say, it was Amy Joe, Night Owl, Ace Fletcher, some of these people have been doing this stuff since the webcam, live stream, or putting out videos about it. And there's so many more that we ought to like to check out that are part of them. And I mean, none of us had any idea Dan had doing it. And then he started posting stuff, and it's just so inspiring. And he's just extremely awesome. There's two events. Like Larry Rose Jr., he's coming all around the fence. I mean, he's coming out like anything. And God did it. Watching other people get inspired to start a channel and make stuff. And that's what's inspiring about like Luke Jackson. You know, he's been doing it for a while, but then he watches a few of us and it inspires him even more. Man, he's killing it now. But there's just so many. Here's one that he don't put out that much content, but he's doing it cars, content. There's all kinds of people. There's a guy watching Joe, I think it's a villager. I can't remember how his name is. He's got a little story channel. But anyway, that guy's so inspiring for watching, you know, other people just like me. I can say, hands down, my first inspiration to actually get on here and start a channel doing this was watching Kyle Hall do it. And really, I mean, there was other people at the same time that was doing it, Ryan Cook, and but you know, like Ryan Cook or Jordy Johnson. I mean, when you start out, you don't think you could ever attain what those guys do. You know, I mean, it's a little different. I had to take a drink here. You don't think you can even achieve what them guys are doing when you start out. And they never, you know, I mean, that's the other end of it. Who knows? But when I seen Eric Karen and Kyle Hall, and they're trying to teach people, especially Kyle Hall, as they're learning, man, it's very inspiring to take up chainsaw carving. And then, but I never guessed I would try this. And I gotta tell you, I like doing this just as much.
How's that look on there? Oh yeah, it looked alright. Okay, we're gonna give this dude some the dots. Hey Dylan, what's going on? Heck yeah, we got baby kisses. The Carvin Wizard, Perry, Michael S. Superfan, Susie Q, what's going on? Alright, glad to see you guys. Okay. Fire to this dude and kind of burn some color in him. But I don't know. I think it looks pretty good just like that. I don't know what you guys think, you know. I mean, in the end, I'm a content creator, and it's my opinion that matters. But anyhow, I think he's kind of cute. I would call that one a success. I don't know. Success, failure, failure and success, success and failure. Okay, all right. So the next thing I got, and you can't hardly see it, is there's a bear in here. You can see it kind of. There's his head, shape of his leg coming down. His arms kind of go up like that. But see, this drops down a good bit. And I don't know what's going to happen. Uh-oh, I got some thumbs up. Crystals, heck yeah. Appreciate that, Michael. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Anyway, who's that? I just checked. Oh, that's it where he sent that thumbs up. Heck yeah. Anyhow, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to dig this guy out and see what we got. I mean, heck, we only been on here for 35 minutes, and we've already got this piece done as we could really go without me going and hunting a lighter. But I think I come out good, you know. And I mean, Baby Kisses said it. I'll probably try to sell some stuff like this, and she's like 25, 30 bucks, and I agree. Uh-oh. I agree. Something along that lines would probably be about right, you know. So I'm looking at that, and there was a piece in that layer in the eyeball layer. It popped out. It's not bad though. It is what it is. Somebody will like it. And I think for now it's going to be a giveaway option next week. All right, let me take another drink of this coffee real quick. Okay. Now this one, I think is going to be a lot more trouble. We're going to find out. I don't know. I know I'm willing to find out. But that said, y'all hit the like button if you hadn't already. If you had a hard roll, you would.
Well, let's see if we can find this little bear. Started this little bird, hay ditch, flamer bird. Take the eye tool back out. I love those Nampa eye tools. I actually put a link on my thing, our Amazon link, for those. I direct post Amazon link for those. I just love those things. They're awesome. See that rock? That's the first time I've had like a really good bird head. And it didn't turn my neck. Look how easily it turned that wood. It didn't hurt me. It's great.
you can see the bear. It's getting a little bit closer all the time. I don't know. Yeah, you can see it better on the camera. And that's the irony of it. You can see this better on the camera than I can see it. Hey, CNG, what's going on? Glad to see you in there, man. Heck yeah. Who we got here? Hey, Julie. Hi, how's it going? All right, we'll keep going. There's somebody else. Oh, CNG. Okay, anyhow, we'll go to Finder Bird. Put this one up. Go to this one. I mean, you can finally start to see the bear coming out of there a little bit at a time. A little bit, a lot, of wonder. I don't know. Something. Get that dude down in there a little bit more. And make sure it's not wobbling. No, that's going to look good. Okay. Anybody's wondering what I'm using? I'm using 8th cuts off variety burrs. I've got the 8th eye cutter tools back here for the Mambo. And then this is the big order 780 watt flex shaft. And that's what I'm using to make this grab.
might just go ahead and cut the eyes in and then give me an idea what I got to work with in order to try to bring that chin out. And really, I don't know if I should bring a chin out. Maybe I should just leave this whole section as that lower jaw area. I don't know. Yeah, kind of more like, yeah, I'm thinking something like that. Maybe I'll fit it down into here a little bit. I don't know. But before I do that, because I want to end up doing that with pointy bird and giving this guy some hair, I want to do the eyes. So I'm going to put the eyes in it so they're done. Maybe that'll be a mistake. I don't know. We're going to find out. But I'm also going to put hair on it. Try to make one of these out of a piece of wood like this. I never would have thought of it. But yeah, anyway, kind of is what it is. Get this baby out now. I can't bring that, dig that down to the eyeball. That's actually what I'm going to do. And yeah, I'll tell you who's an awesome carver who wouldn't want the credit to save the day. That's Baby Kisses. Man, is she good. Anybody that's seen the stuff that she's done, that she's posted, oh, it just blows your mind. She is really, really good. All right, let's do it.
happy with him or not? It's hard to say. I mean, it's kind of cute little face, you know? I mean, cute little face, not cute little face. I don't know. You be the judge. Okay. All right, I'm hearing him out. I don't really care. Okay. All right. Hang on. Whatever it is. I don't think he's too good either, but I don't think he's too bad. I mean, it's kind of like a little face there, little face in the crowd. I honestly think he looks better on the phone than he really does to me. But I want to burn him and see how we go. Hey, I appreciate that, Michael. I want to burn him. I've got a torch in here, but I don't have a lighter. I got to go grab one. Give me just a second. I will be back. I'm going to turn this dust collector on. I'll tell you what, I'm looking at this dust collector. It's got a leak in it. Where it's leaking the all that bark dust through it. I mean, it stands out like a sore thumb. You can't miss it. Let me grab a lighter real quick. I'm going to burn that. might burn the trout too. I'm gonna start with the bear. Okay. Didn't take me that long. I knew I had 2 lighters in my truck, so I could make it work one way or the other. Okay. See what we got. I can't believe it's still 114 people hanging in there. That's awesome. You guys are all right. I don't care what your parents said about you. Okay. Let's get this thing out. Turn this gas on here. And we'll put it on burn team. I'm going to have to get real, or just stay away and see how this goes. Oh, there we go. Go real slow. That's almost too much gas. Let's see if I can keep it lit at that low and go from there. Maybe I'll expand out just a little bit. Trying to keep it lit. When you turn the gas like that, it's falling on itself. It's harder for it to get oxygen. And I might hate it. I might wish I hadn't done this. We'll find out in a second. Want to catch fire or anything. Turn it like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. I guess you could say, right? I'm looking for something that I can brush it with. Here we go. I've got a glove, leather glove. And I'll brush that dude off a little bit and see. And actually, that's just mixing that black in even better. I still don't know if I like what it did to the face. It kind of took a lot of, it darkened everything. And I don't know if I like that or not. I mean, now you can't hardly see it unless you get real close to it. So, yeah, it's kind of rough now. I don't know if I like that at all. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit this dude with some clear coat because I don't care. I mean, it's all right. I give it to nieces or something. Somebody would like it. Yeah. Here. I think I probably just got a little too carried away with it. Let's see what the clear coat does to, it might help it in the end. I don't know. I'll find out. We'll let that dry, and then I'm going to do that fish. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you kind of can't really see his face anymore. It's because it's there. It's just, yeah, it really messed it up. I might have to recut it out. And honestly, I probably wouldn't bother with it. I'd probably just give it to some kids or something and the heck with it. Because I don't care. Okay, what I do with that eye cutter? There's that and there's that. What I can do, though, to get that back in there, kind of in shape there in the eyes in particular, in my mind, got messed up, is I'll let that dry. I'm going to bring this fish over here and try to give him a little color. And I'm going to do it standoffish. Hopefully that you guys might see this stuff flame out. I don't know. Let's see. This might not be a good idea. But, you know, I just happy-go-lucky, have a good time, you know. Worst thing that happened, I have to get another garage. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just a little bit Good enough. I'm going with that. Well, let me do these fins. Bottom fin. Okay. Yeah, I think that one actually, that looks good. That increased it a little bit. And I think I can take, on top of that, this black here that's on the top. It gives it a little bit of color on the top. I think if I take and rub it, yeah, look at that. That's spreading it out down in the nose a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Man, I'll go ahead and clear coat that. I think that looks great. Well, I don't know about great, but it looks plenty fine. That looks cool. That's really clear coat. So let's squirt that down. I didn't cause a fire. That was awesome part. I don't know how I didn't, but we'll let this dry. And they never look this glossy when they're done with this stuff. This cottonwood bark just sucks that right in. So as wet as that looks right now, it won't look that way. In 15 or 20 minutes, it won't even look that way. This guy here, what I'm thinking is I'll cut the eyes back in to start with. And I'm just thinking a way to bring some of the detail of the face back out. It's just hard to see. I mean, it looks like a black blob now in there. I mean, you can kind of see it, but it's nothing like it was before I overburn it. And, you know, I don't know. So we'll find out. I got down into another layer on that eye. The other eye was looking really good. I'll tell you what else that suggests to me is it'd probably be pretty daggone easy to knock some of that burn off. I'm gonna try because that brought the eyes back out pretty good. I mean, you can see them, you can see the whole face, but that really brought the eyes back out. And yeah, I don't know. Let's experiment. I mean, I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't know. And but I do know that if we play with it, we might figure it out. So I've never used this particular burr before. Let me zoom that back out a little bit. Okay, I never used this particular burr. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a scratching motion and see if it can't take some of that black off and bring out the hair. And this might make it even worse. I don't know. We're gonna find out. How about that? I mean, I don't know if it can get much worse than it is now. Something, I think I'd rather have taken some color out of the muzzle and left the rest of it kind of blackened
And so I don't know. I don't think I like that result anymore than what I had. So before I do that to the muzzle, let me see if I can re-blacken that what I just took off somewhat. I think I can. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's re-darken that up. And the thing is, I don't know. You know, this is one of them things that I don't know. And I don't have a problem with telling you, I don't know. It is what it is. Okay. So I might as well do the whole thing like that. It could make more sense if I just try to clean the muzzle up with the pointy part and take some of that black out of it first. And then we'll decide what to do with the rest of it after that. Oh, that ain't right. I think I should turn my thing back on. If I'm going to do this, I'll probably want to turn it back on, really. All right. Yeah, that don't look too bad. That looks a lot better than it was looking there. I really screwed it up here for a while. But anyway, I think I'll go ahead and just kind of roughly polish down some of this. And then come back and try to reset it. Fill him in pretty good. That's kind of looking alright. I think it's better than it was. I mean, I had burned it so much that you couldn't even tell what the heck you were looking at. And that's brings me to, I think I kind of want to dig these eyes out now more. Let me turn that fan back on. Because if I do, I think it's just going to bring it back out all over again, and it's going to look pretty decent. Let's find out. I already got the tool out, so we might as well dig in there and see what we got. All in all, it kind of saves the day thinning that out like that.
end, I think it kind of worked out. I think it kind of worked out in the end. That's not too bad. If anything, it kind of give him a little more character like that. I guess it could use to be a little darker in there though. But I definitely ain't gonna burn him again. That was too much. And then clear coat him on top of that. Just kind of made it a slick mess. I can't get a little bit more dirt in there. I don't know. Let's see. That's what we got. And he's not too bad, not too good. Probably give him to a kid or something. I think it helped it a little bit. But let's clear coat this dude. That'll mess him up for a minute, but when he dries, and who knows, when he dries, he might look really, really good. That's hard to say. I kind of doubt it. I think he's just going to be okay at this point, no matter what I do. The fish is a win. This guy, not so much. I mean, and I think he was looking pretty good until that overburn, followed by clear coat and rubbed in, and it just generally screwed it up. This guy, however, I think he come out looking pretty daggone fancy. Let me see if I can't zoom back out there. Again, yeah, he come out looking pretty good. And this will probably be one of the pieces in the member giveaway next week. And this guy probably will be too. I just don't know if anybody want him, and I might be better off to get him to a little kid. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But he's kind of cute. He's not too bad. You know, live and learn, you know. He was looking a lot better before the overburn and followed by the clear coat. When it comes just being honest about it. But the trout looks really good. It is what it is. And I'll still use this dude on the thumbnail. It is what it is, you know. I mean, that's your history. If it's good, if it's bad, if it's indifferent, that's your history. So you kind of live with it. It is what it is. All right, let me just pull this thing off here real quick. Appreciate you guys being in here. And hey, we got 10 rubies out of this today. That's always cool too. All right, guys. Hey, at some point in time tomorrow, I don't think it'll be early because it's 11 now. But I will be back in here probably, no, I'm going to say probably 9 or so in the morning, chainsaw carving something. I'm thinking of bear because we need to make more bears. We don't really have any. I think I got one big one or one like 3-footer. So look at that. I got all that black stuff on my face. I was going to take a shower anyway, so it kind of is what it is. But that's what I got. And then we'll catch y'all in the morning. Anyway, that's the plan. I'm going to be carving probably just a signed welcome bear. I need to have some of that stuff. I don't have it. Hey, Matthew, I just seen you, buddy. See you, Billy. Hope you guys have a good night. All right, everybody have a good night. Baby kisses, Michael S. Super fan. Y'all have a good time. Come back when you can stay later, ya schmucks.